Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. It's the home opener of this new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. J.B. Bukowskis gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Fly ball out toward right field. Blake is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. At the plate, Hunter Blake. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club. Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. Ramirez is up with it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Hunter Blake. He'll start things out as we begin the fifth.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the...
Oh, and he took his eye off it as it's right through him into left. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not, and trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left. Santana will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ryan Burke. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Runners off for second. This one's down to third.
Dig,
On to first, and there were two down. Next for the Tigers, number 19. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Tigers leave one. Still one man out now in the Cleveland fifth. And that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. This one skied out toward right. Blake is there, and he'll bring this one in. Striding in for the Indians, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Blake is there, and he has it for the out. In now for Cleveland, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Ready once again, Hunter Blake. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball 1, no strike.
Come on, big guy. See it? Drive it right here.
The 1-0 home is a low changeup that's laid off.
2-0.
See it? Drive it. Let's go. Right here.
And here's a slider for a called strike. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field.
You're going.
Around first, digging for 2. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him. But he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time, and it allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ryan Burke. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
The center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Heading out towards shallow right.
You're going, you're going.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Tigers strand. Digging in now, Cesar Hernandez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely you...
And we'll have to leave it there as the 8-2. Now at the plate, Hunter Blake. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Here we go. Let it fly right here.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go, kid.
The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Santana arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center. 8-3 is today's final. Cleveland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 8 runs on 13 hits.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. Indians baseball is next. Tristan McKenzie, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
The 1-0. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Mercado is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping up now, Jordan Luplow, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Jordan Luplow.
Skied into straightaway right.
2-2-2.
Blake is there, 2 down.
Cut. Hold it.
In now, Hunter Blake. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hunter Blake.
Get your pitch up there.
Now the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Into the box, Roberto Perez will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys on strikes to start the inning. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the inning.
Come on, baby. Need a pitch.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, so striding forward now, Hunter Blake. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here. A solo shot here to left. Fourth home run here in the early going, and the Tigers add on. It's now a 5-0 score.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And they'll need him to get something going here. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Blake is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Hunter Blake. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. 6 runs, double the amount of hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And it's 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 50th pitch of the game on its way. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The catcher.
So coming to the plate, Jake Rogers. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And a dive, but he's back in.
Hey, let her rip right here.
Runner goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Striding in, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. This one's flared off to the right side. Blake has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. So now Carlos Santana, 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. A base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Ready now, Francisco Lindor. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set, the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So a very good outburst here is 5. So digging in now, Hunter Blake. And he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog. Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
He's set and the pitch. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Hand has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. And in that time, he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. Hand is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
And that's going to put an end to this one. And the Indians have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over. And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game.
Play ball. 3. He's out. Out. 3. You're out.
Next up for the A's, Sheldon Noise. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Noisy.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up, still going back. And this one is gone. A home run. Now the A's designated hitter, Leury Garcia. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone!
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2.
Coming to the plate now, Hunter Blake. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 0-1. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good, think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. On to first, and they get the double play. Striding into the box, Hunter Blake. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. To the track, to the wall. See you later. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 5 on the year, as we are all tied at 5.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Striding in once again, Hunter Blake. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Hey, come on now. One time.
Possible
right
go-ahead runs on first, 1 away.
Here you go. Let it fly now.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Yeah, come on now, big guy.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
Come on, baby.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Ryan Burke. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that could drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Striding in for Oakland, Sean Murphy. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double. However, skied into straightaway right. Blake is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Making his way to the plate, Hunter Blake, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
You can do it. No one better. Let's do it.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Good lead.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's on his own, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Throw gets him. 2 down. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Leury Garcia, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort. So
That last.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. At the plate, Hunter Blake. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's off the wall in front of the bullpen. The relay throw won't get him. And the second run will score as well.
Good job right there.
Hunter Blake has just hit for the cycle. What a thrill for him and everybody here in attendance for that matter.
Wow, this is great, man. I've seen a few others besides this one, and it is really exciting for everyone, even the broadcaster. It's such a rare feat in our sport, and it always seems to come out of nowhere. So it's pretty cool we got a chance to see some baseball history in this one.
Stepping in, Jake Rogers. It was a walk in his last trip. Last breath for the Tigers. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. An 11-7 final in this one. The Oakland A's get the win on the heels of 4 home runs.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error.
We are under the lights. Ready now, Robert Poisson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The shortstop, Robert.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Burke backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Stepping into the box, Hunter Blake. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Robert Poisson. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. The 2-2. This is popped up. Burke moving to his left. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here. At the plate, Hunter Blake, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Blake. Get a good pitch. Here we go.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Oh, that's in.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
And that's the second out. Digging in, Chris Davis. No hits to this point.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris.
Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Matt Olson.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now to the plate, Hunter Blake. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to left.
Get down, ball. Get down.
All right, make a turn,
and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is...
And they swipe the tag on him, and the inning is over. Left for Detroit. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Leading off for the Athletics,
Chris Davis next to bat.
Chris.
Heading out towards shallow right. Blake is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. Digging in, Tony Kemp is working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Tony.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Skied into very shallow right. Blake is there, and he puts it away to stop the... Digging in, Hunter Blake. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well, he needed to get ahead, and he does with the fastball. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1.
Nope.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Ground ball, foul down the left side.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
Jake Rogers is on deck.
See it up, drive it like you can. Let's go.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Make the turn, go, make the turn.
And that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the third.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Jake Rogers. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Kaplan finds it in. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
8-2 tonight's final. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Parker Dunshee earns his first win of the season, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings.
Victorious Athletics, 8 runs on 15 hits, 1 error.
MLB The Show's coverage of May. Now batting, Robert Poisson. He will lead this one off today.
For Oakland.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Burke onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Next up for Detroit, Hunter Blake, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
Stay hot, baby.
The windup and the 0-1. And this pitch hits him, but it does so after he swings through it. A bizarre sequence there. It's 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Bottom of the second here with no score.
Keep it rolling.
Fouled away.
No one better. Stay hot. Here you go.
Here's the 0-2. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Robert Poisson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Robert Poisson.
And he popped him up. Burke onto the grass. He's there and records the first out. Now at the plate, Hunter Blake. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
Shaw, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Hey, find something you like up there.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 the count.
Let's go, kid. One time, right here.
Has a look, now the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Ball 3.
I'm seeing him
I got
aim the
3-1.
ball right
3 balls,
now, and that's a
1
trap
strike.
you fall into as a pitcher when you're not as confident in your stuff as you should be. You got to
Nope.
trust your stuff.
Ball 4.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. So stepping in, Jake Rogers. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th.
Rogers.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today. Stepping up to the plate, Robert Poisson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Robert Poisson.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Into the box now, Hunter
The right
Blake.
fielder,
0 for
number
1
9.
for him here in this one.
Hunter Blake.
Ready to deliver the first pitch. Oh, here's a drive
Come on,
into
go
the
hard,
gap
score.
in right
Go,
center as he
go,
comes
go.
through with extra bases. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. 2 runs have scored, and he is in there.
With the bases loaded, the pitcher couldn't afford to get behind in the count, so he grooves it on the first pitch, and he jumps all over it, clearing the bases and scoring 3. That's part of why pitching with the bases loaded is so challenging.
The catcher, number
Now at the plate,
34.
Jake Rogers. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Rogers.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Davis is under it, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony Kemp. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Kemp.
A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak, but that's behind them now. Now they can play a little bit freer.
We are under the. Franklin Perez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Fouled off.
Come on, big guy, stay hot up there.
Ripped down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
Hey, keep it going,
He's
stay
set,
hot,
now
huh?
the pitch. Full count, 3-2. Jake Rogers will be next. Hard hit ball to second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, great swing right there.
And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
The catcher.
So striding in, Jake Rogers, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, as that'll square things at 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Burke. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Ryan Burke.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Hunter Blake. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a curveball in for a strike.
Pitch, drive it right here.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing.
Standing in, Hunter Blake. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the pitch.
Get your pitch right here.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strike. Ready for another shot now, Tyler Naquin, and their runners at the corners now.
Tyler Naquin.
The 3-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that will fall through. It's a base hit, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High and deep to right. Right fielder looking up, still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Now the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
Line hard to the left side, but foul.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left, but this will land untouched. Here he comes again. 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez, working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. That's popped up, And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. 11-8, the final score in this ball game. The Indians posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 11 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left.
Afternoon baseball. So here's the cleanup hitter, Hunter Blake, who's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one.
Coming to the plate now, Hunter Blake, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And that misses, ball 1.
With the runner on 3rd, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run is in to score from 3rd. It's a 3-2 ball game, and he's safe.
Oh, man, you smoked that one. Good job, good job.
So a man at 3rd here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier.
Designated hitter, Clint.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller. Now at the plate, Ryan Burke. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tapped. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Hunter Blake. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope. A nice job by the retreating first baseman to look it in for the out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hunter Blake. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. So stepping in, Domingo Santana, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Skied into straightaway right. Blake is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. 4-2 the final score today. The Tigers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never.
A player is encouraged to get all he can out of his given talents.